Hey everyone, it's Mariana, and today I'm going to be talking about The Witch. This was in my top 10 most anticipated films of 2016, and you guys know I like a good horror film, and this one was definitely a good one. The Witch is written and directed by Robert Eggers, and it's about a Puritan family in the 1630s. After being forced to leave a New England plantation, these people have to start a new life on a remote farm, and when their youngest child is kidnapped by a witch, they are set on a self-destructive path. There is a reason this film is described as a New England folktale. It's very rooted in folklore, and it is very much a period piece with horror elements in it rather than being a straight-up horror film. You know how many of those cliche jump scares are in this film? Zero. Instead, it relies on building up the suspense and inserting disturbing imagery, and it's very effective at making the viewers feel uncomfortable about what they're watching. The acting in The Witch is very good as well. Anya Taylor-Joy as Thomasin, the oldest daughter in the family, is definitely the standout performance here, and I think we're going to see a lot more of her in the upcoming years. But also Ralph Ineson and Kate Dickie, you may remember them from Game of Thrones, are great as the parents, and all of the kids kind of bring it to this film. The acting overall is very solid. Something else that I enjoyed about this film is that there is an interesting theme that has to do with faith throughout the whole thing. This family is very religious and they are very focused on their faith in God, but ironically, they don't have much faith in each other, and this lack of faith in each other grows throughout the film gradually and starts tearing them apart. And of course, I loved the way all of the folklore was incorporated. This film made me want to learn more and do some research about the folklore, and this is always a good sign when a film makes you want to learn more about the subject. And by the way, if you guys have seen this film and you have some recommendations of books or documentaries or other films that you think I might like based on this, I would love to know what you have to recommend. I only have two small issues with The Witch. The first one is that the dialect can be a little bit difficult to understand sometimes because the dialogue was based on the texts from that time period and also because of the accents. And then the second issue is that the pacing can be pretty moderate at some places, and it's definitely deliberately done that way, but this is how it goes. The beginning of the film is great. Then there's about 20 minutes of this really moderately paced kind of development that is just showing the life of these people and what's happening to them. Then afterwards it starts picking back up, and then the last 20 minutes are amazing. I loved the last 20 minutes of the film. Overall, The Witch comes together really well. It's a very atmospheric film and it definitely pulls you into that time period. The score is very fitting. It is eerie when it needs to be, and there's a lot of dissonance in it as well. You have beautiful cinematography, and the color palette is very fitting with the tone because it's very gray and earth toned. And then of course the folklore and the religious aspect, and Black Phillip is something I can't really talk about because of the spoilers, but if you've seen it, you know that Black Phillip is brilliant in this film. As you can tell, I really enjoyed The Witch, and I am going to be giving it 4.5 out of 5 stars. It is not your typical cliche horror film. It is so much more than that. It is layered, it has interesting themes, the performances are great, and I think even if you're not the biggest fan of horror as a genre, I think you should still give it a chance because it's definitely primarily a period piece with horror elements in it. So if that sounds like something that could be interesting, I would definitely check it out. That's it for my review of The Witch. Let me know if you guys have seen this movie already and what did you think of it. I would love to talk to you about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching as always, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!